common fight action in movies is somebody lying on the ground and getting kicked. That could be to the body or to the face. We're just gonna try and show you today how to stage easy kicks to the body. It's always about the safety gap, and it's always about your partner giving you a great reaction. So think about this. In a moment I'm gonna have my partner lying in front of me, but just before that happens, just imagine there's somebody in front of me here, and I'll be winding up my leg to kick. Of course, there will be no contact. There will be a safety gap, and partner will give me the reaction. A really easy way to get partner to react nicely is to stomp your foot in front of them that the safety gap finishes. Which is, instead of actually kicking towards my partner's body, I'll be hitting the floor. Like that, my foot will definitely stop before it connects with partner, and partner is a good indicator when to react. Now let's bring my partner in and let's have a look. So as you can see from the top here, there's a really good safety gap, and I'm not connecting with my partner. So there's a really good gap between my foot and my partner's body. We're going to start slow again. As always, everything in half pace, so partner knows what the action looks like and they can react in time. And now, we're just going to try and do it for real at full speed. So even if I take a step back, so it looks like I'm winding up for the first kick, I'm still going to stop in the same spot. I'm never connecting with my partner, but it looks like, I said, as if I'm connecting with my partner, and they said they're reacting in the right time. And yes, it gets very tricky when it's more than one kick, but this is just a basic setup. This is the way to start off, to learn how to stage it. Once you know how to do this, you can always start adding more people, more kicks. You can add kicks to the body and to the head, kicks to the legs. There could be a few people standing around and hitting. So that gets a little bit trickier, but this is somewhere to start. This is the first step. This is the basics of staging a kick when somebody is lying on the ground. Same would be if the partner was on all fours. I'll have partner on all fours here, and so it looks like I'm going to hit partner in the ribs. Same idea here. I'm going to have a good safety gap here. I'm actually not going to connect with my partner. I'm going to sell it to the lens, and the moment I come in, partner can then just react really well and roll over for the first kick. So from here in half speed again, I'm going to stop. Partner is reacting. Partner is going to come back. And all I'm going to do now is, after the first kick that rolls partner over, I'm going to add the second one. It's going to look like partner is lying on the ground, and I'm just adding a second kick to that. So first one, knock the partner over. Second one, tries to finish the move. One more really important safety tip. It's really important that also you work out your partner's arm or leg action, so it doesn't change when they're doing the reactions. Because if I worked out the safety gap in my partner and his arms are not in the way, but suddenly during recording, during maybe a couple of takes you're doing, partner decides to do a slightly different reaction, that suddenly drops the arm where your foot is meant to go, that's how the injuries will happen. So if in the initial rehearsals, the arm was never in the area where I'm going to kick, then the partner shouldn't suddenly be changing that and during one of the reactions dropping the arm in the way where my kick is going to go. So if my partner here suddenly dropped their arm here on one of the takes, and if I was meant to kick here, well yes, I could spot it and not do it, but if I'm already so in the zone and we're already doing the takes, you're not cutting in between, and the director is just asking for another take quick after, I might suddenly go for my action, and because his arm is suddenly in my way, I accidentally kick. So it's really important that you and your partner, if you've worked out the safety gaps and the safety positions of your partner's arms and legs, they never fall into the area where you're going to kick. Like that, no matter how many times I'm going to kick in this spot, none of my partner's limbs will be in the same area where I'm going to kick.